Hello and welcome back to another episode here at the Worst Possible Commander Show. I am Blake. I am with CGB. Gina. Hi Gina. How's it going?
How are you doing?
Good. Well, welcome to the show. And we also have Shea. And today we're going to be playing some Commander for all of you. So this show is sponsored by Cool Stuff Inc. Go and check out their website for anything you need, magic, card games, that sort of thing. And make sure to use the promo code CGB5. That'll give you 5% off your order and let them know that we sent you there. Also, when the winner of the game decides within the next week or so what comment in the comment section they like the best. So make sure you watch till the end, figure out who won the game, and then leave a comment that you think that they would probably like the most. Personally, I like a good compliment. Something to keep in mind.
My favorites are insults hurled at Blake.
Oh, okay, all right. I look forward to those. And then another thing that we do here on the show is we actually talk about the worst things that our deck can do. This is kind of our version of Rule Zero. It's a little bit more fun and just gives you an idea of what the worst possible thing that you could get in the deck. So for me, I am playing Nin the Pain Artist. This is a red-blue commander that's a 1/1, and I can pay red, blue, and X and tap Nin, and it deals X damage to target creature, and that creature's controller draws X cards. I have seen CGB draw too many cards on this show, and it's my turn to draw the cards. So I will be drawing cards. And the worst possible thing my deck can do is cast an Arcane Bombardment, which is a new enchantment that says, whenever you cast your first instant or sorcery spell each turn, exile an instant and sorcery spell at random from your graveyard. Then copy each card exiled with Arcane Bombardment. You may cast any number of those copies without paying their mana cost, and if I can get a Time Warp underneath there, I get to take basically infinite turns, and it's gonna be a blast. CGB, what's the worst thing that your deck can do?
Well, apparently it's Tilt You by drawing cards, but don't worry. Dun dun dun. I'm playing Prosper, Tome-Bound, and this is a commander that does not draw cards. It exiles them from the top of the library, and then I may play them like from exile. It's totally different.
Nuh-huh.
Yeah, you're not going to get jealous of that, right?
Nuh-huh.
For those of you Ben enthusiasts, I just want to let you know Ben is a little bit sick. He's sick this week. He will be recovering. Send him warm wishes, and we expect him back on the show very soon. So don't panic. We didn't transmute him into the lovely creature you see sitting before you. All right. So what am I doing? What is my worst possible? So I was looking at this commander. And I didn't look up any of the decks online. It was from a precon from the Forgotten Realms, Adventures in the Forgotten Realms decks. And I was like, there's a lot you can do with this. Do you guys know how many cards have treasure or exile the top card of a library? You may play it like on them right now. I swear Wizards has put them on like thousands of cards just in the last year. Like it's on frickin' everything.
Yep.
And so when you start looking at all that, at first you're like, oh, there's a ton of synergy. And then you're like, oh, there's a lot of fast mana and really aggressive synergy. So I've never played with this deck, and I actually got concerned I was getting too EDH-y. So I cut all the fast mana from it. So I don't want it to go too fast, but it does still have some insane payoff. So with Ruthless Technomancer, I can sacrifice X artifacts to return target creature with power X or less from my graveyard to the battlefield. So if there are enough enchantments or artifacts on the field, which there are almost certainly, I can keep getting back Dockside Extortionist over and over and just create an endless mana loop with these two. And with Prosper, every time I cast something from exile, I make treasure tokens. So like with these treasures just keep on coming out. I can sack them all to a Marionette Master, which says that whenever an artifact you control is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, target opponent loses life equal to this creature's power. I can sack them with the treasures with Disciple the Vault on the field, which can make the opponent lose a life. So if I'm making endless treasures, I can just make everybody lose their life total. Or I can just generate enough mana to cast Crackle with Power and kill all of you by targeting each of you for whatever your life total is plus whatever. So this is a really weird deck to play. It draws a lot of cards, it sees a lot of cards. If it looks like I'm starting to do a lot of stuff, just kill me. I don't want to think that hard anyway. It's fine. It's fine. This is fine.
I'm thinking Marionette Master is going to be putting counters on itself this game.
Probably. We'll see.
That's pretty good.
It just depends where we need to go in the game. But
That's awesome.
Dockside, this card's fair. It's fine.
Gina, what's your worst possible? I don't want to think about it anymore.
Okay, my deck is adorable,
Okay.
and it's not going to hurt anyone. Really. It's fine.
Oh, group hug.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
So my commander is Jinnie Faye, Jetmir's second, and she just loves cats and dogs.
Oh, okay.
She's rescuing them and then maybe makes a small cat and dog army, because if you would create one or more tokens, you can instead create that many 2/2 green cat creature tokens with haste or 3/1 green dog tokens with vigilance. So that's fine. Also, it's going to get real cute, so it's okay.
Okay.
Even though she's Jetmir's second, Jetmir's actually backing her up in this deck. If he should come out, he would give creatures +1/+0 and vigilance as long as I have 3 or more. And if I had 6 or more, they would also get trample and another +1/+0. And if it gets to 9 or more, another +1/+0 and double strike. So that could be really rough.
Yes.
But it'd be cute.
It'd be cute. Do you have cute tokens?
I do. I have really cute tokens. You'll be
Okay.
seeing
Well,
them.
we'll see those. Okay.
And the other thing I have is Halo Fountain. So Halo Fountain would let me untap tapped creatures to possibly create a token or to draw a card. But if I get to the last one and I untap 15 tapped creatures I control, I automatically win the game. So that would be another like really bad thing to happen.
That would.
That'd be pretty worse. Is there any other big things like?
There might be a way to hoof it up, but
Ah.
it's just
Yeah.
maybe.
All right. I am both adorable. That's both adorable and terrifying, which kind of sums up that half of the table. Speaking of which, Shea,
Hello.
what is your worst possible?
Yeah, so I am playing with the commander Beledros Witherbloom. I'm back to Golgari today, back to my roots. I'm very excited about that. So Beledros costs 7. He's an Elder Dragon. Flying, at the beginning of each upkeep, create a 1/1 black and green pest creature token with, when this creature dies, you gain 1 life. Also, I can pay 10 life, untap all lands you control, activate only once each turn. So yeah, he forgot to mention he's also a 4/4. But in terms of my worst possible, I've got some classic combos in here with Exquisite Blood, Sanguine Bond, Dina, and Veto. But I'm hoping to trigger that infinite life loss, life gain loop in somewhat of a creative way.
Okay.
So first, I've got Doubling Season here, which would just work really well with Beledros in terms of ramping up that token production. And then on top of that, if I can scoot out a Meat Hook Massacre,
Okay.
that would be a pretty fun and epic way to trigger the combo. So that is what I am hoping for, kind of like an epic version of that infinite combo.
So there might be a lot of permanence on these battlefields.
Yeah, I'm thinking so. This should be a crazy game. Lots of things flying around, lots of good stuff. All right, well, that is everyone's worst possible. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in there.
I am the victorious roller. Suck it, Blake.
I shall not.
So I will draw, and I will play a Shatter Skull Smashing on the Shatter Skull, the Hammer Pass side, and I'm done.
I will play Forest. And my turn is done.
You guys remember the Thornberry memes, the Nigel Thornberry smashing memes? You guys will. And share them for me.
No idea what you're talking about.
Sorry, you'll see him.
Can you give me like a soundbite?
Just, I don't know, he just says smashing a lot, and it's just him like with a weird face. Go on, doesn't matter.
Oh, and his funny accent.
Shay, take your turn!
Bail him out.
Please!
He started this. He
He's
needs
been
help.
like looking at your hand.
He needs help.
I know, but you're talking, so you know. Okay,
Be polite.
we'll play a Forest and tap it for a Soul Ring.
Hey!
Pretty cool.
Take back that turn. Nicely done.
And then pass.
Go ahead.
Another soul
Another
ring.
soul ring.
But mine is spookier.
All right, I'm going to play a Reliquary Tower, And we're going to use that to cast a Felwar Stone, which currently taps for green and blue, which are not colors my deck can use, so I'm done.
Hey.
I'm relying on you guys, okay? Don't hold back on
Don't
me
hold
for
back.
too long.
All right. Ooh. I'm going to play a Windswept Heath, pay 1 life, and sack it so that I can go get a land. I can get a forest or a plains. I
good job.
chose Jetmir's Garden, enters the battlefield tapped, and I will pass the turn.
Yes, I've got Overgrown Tomb. I'm going to tap my Forest and my Soul Ring for a Cultivate. Ramp. I grabbed a Forest and a Swamp. The Forest is going to enter tapped, the Swamp will go to hand, and Cultivate will go to the graveyard, and I shall pass the turn.
I'll play a Training Center, and then I'll pay 2 for Nin, the Pain Artist. Go ahead.
I will play Urza Saga. So I'm going to give it a read because I don't play this card too often. It has a lot of text, and everybody who plays like Modern knows it, but I don't. It's an enchantment land, Saga. Chapter 1 is it gains the ability to tap 4 colors. Chapter 2, 2 and a tap, and this can create a 0/0 colorless construct artifact creature token with this creature gets +1/+1 for each artifact you control. And chapter 3 is to search your library for an artifact card with mana cost 0 or 1, put it onto the battlefield, and then shuffle. So we go to chapter 1, and I can tap it for colorless this turn. So I have 2 colorless, a black, red, or a black. And I will go for all the colorless mana with Overflowing Chalice. Multi-kicked for 2, so now this can tap for 2 colorless mana because it enters with 2 charge counters on it.
Who needs colored mana?
Apparently no one, not this guy. I'm done.
So I'm going to play Forest, and then I will tap all of these. I also am going to Cultivate. I grabbed a mountain and a plains. I'm going to put the mountain onto the battlefield tapped and the plains into my hand, and I will pass the turn.
We will begin by tapping 2. I'm scared for Dina, Soul Steeper.
What is there to be afraid of?
I don't want
Just hanging
anybody
out.
to kill her.
We're just friends.
Then I will play Golgari Rot Farm, which will enter tapped, and also when it enters, I will return a land I control to my hand. That's going to be it. I'll pass the turn.
So I'll just play a Young Pyromancer, floating and colorless, and I'll pass the turn.
I will tick Urza Saga up to chapter 2, so it now also has the ability to tap 2 and tap this for a construct with power toughness equal to the number of artifacts I control. I'll play a Blight Step Pathway on the black side, never didn't have it. And I will use this mana to cast Direfleet Hoarder. This is a pirate, human pirate, 2/1. When it dies, I make a treasure, and I'm done.
All right, I'm going to play plains, and then I will tap these 2 for Impact Tremors. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, Impact Tremors deals 1 damage to each opponent.
Normally I would hate this, but it's the sound that Blake makes when he sees something he doesn't like. It's the, and you can hear it so vividly when you're on the side of the
I
table
know.
with him.
Yes.
I'm enjoying
Is
this.
there a benefit
Yes.
now to being on that side?
There kind of is. Blake, do you have a response to Impact Tremors from the token deck?
From the token deck.
I don't know. Do we think we need to counter it?
It's pretty early.
That is only convincing me that we need to counter more.
I feel like I have 40 life. I'm not afraid.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm not
Be
afraid.
not afraid.
Yeah, I'm not
Gina's the
afraid.
one at 39. We're not.
It's, yeah.
Be not afraid.
I am losing right now.
Yeah, you are.
But I tapped these to bring out a creature, Human Warrior, Champion of Lambhold. Creatures with power less than this one's power can't block creatures I control. And whenever another creature enters the battlefield, I get to put a +1/+1 counter on this.
Are you going to counter her
This,
Legion of Unblockables?
Oh, by the way, 1 damage to each of you.
If it enters the battlefield.
Blake, it's my first time being here.
It resolves.
Thanks for
worked
letting me
on
play
me.
my first creature.
Oh my
You worked on me. Such a sucker. Now we're tied.
Wow.
Hey, that's great. Thanks for all coming here to 39 with me.
Nice to be here.
That sounds nasty, but okay.
Oh no, I'm done now. My turn's over.
Okay. Swamp. 3, 4, 5, 7 for my commander.
Are you sure you want to play that?
Ooh, okay, buddy.
What?
That's a juicy target.
I'm not going infinite right now.
Yeah, you're gonna save a counter spell for the infinite, or what
Yeah.
are you gonna do? What you gonna do, huh?
Are you putting it on the sack?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
You think that's fine?
Not really.
That's not fine. Are you kidding
I
me?
need to draw a counterspell.
I'm just trying to make some pests here. Okay.
You're the pest this game.
Oh my. It's just like that. Just like that.
Yikers. Okay. Well, I shall pass. Oh, on your upkeep, I'm gonna make a pest.
Are you gonna say it like that each time?
Then I'd really be a pest. So yes.
I'm going to play a Teferi Master of Time.
Oh Lord.
Oh no.
I'm going to start
That's
with
okay.
blessing.
I'm sure a certain dragon will help out with that, Teferi.
Going to discard a Frostboil Snarl and pass the turn.
End step. I'm going to Urza Saga out a construct. So, yep, got my construct. Go into my turn. Untap. Draw. Trigger on the stack from Chapter 3 that this is going to sacrifice and search for an artifact, and I'm going to use the first ability in response, making a second construct, and then resolve the last trigger. So this goes away. Search my library for an artifact that is 1 or 0, put directly on the battlefield. Hoo-ah! It's Soul Ring.
And on your upkeep, I'm gonna make a pest.
Oh boy.
Will be a pest and activate Teferi.
Throwing off my game. Okay. Jeez, guys.
Jeez.
Can I just take my turn?
Louise, I am going to discard a Treasure Cruise.
So right now my constructs are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fives. And you have 5 loyalty on that critter?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll play a Phyrexian Tower. I can sacrifice a creature for 2 black. I'm going to attack Teferi, Master of Time, with a 2/1 Pirate and a 5/5 Construct. You don't want to discard more Treasure Cruises anyway. Just
Dude,
let it die.
honestly,
Just let
like
it die.
that is the reason I'm letting it die is because my hand's too good.
Okay.
Like I can't discard the cards in my hand.
Wow.
I know.
The hype.
What a champion.
Now you've hyped it up.
I don't respond though.
To what?
Rabbit hybridization on Beledros. You get a little ape.
It's a frog lizard, actually.
Oh. Ribbits.
If it resolves. She can pay the life right now to untap and maybe do something.
No response.
So is it still my turn? Mm-hmm. You have what? 1 mana open?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, okay, I'm gonna try to cast Brass's Bounty for 4 treasures. I mean, it's 7 mana for 4 treasures.
That's fine.
Okay. Also makes my constructs a little large.
Yeah, they're chonky.
All right, so Brass's Bounty, for each land you control, create a colorless treasure token. Of course, we know what treasures do by now. Now it just says make a treasure. Let me check to see if there's anything else epic I'm gonna do to you. Nope, I'm done. Your turn.
All right. V2 Ghazi City Tree for my land. It also has an ability to tap for tokens, potentially. I'm going to tap these 2 for Lightning Greaves. And if shoes are cool,
Shoes are cool.
then I'm going to let Jinnie wear them. Jinnie's here. Yay.
Get in there, Jinnie.
Jinnie's
Hold
going to
on.
wear real cool shoes.
So you cast Jinnie Fey.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's triggers before you can equip Jinnie Fey.
Oh, okay then. Pew pew.
We all take 1.
Everyone take 1 damage.
Yes.
And then my champion gets a counter. And now Jinnie can wear shoes. I will pass the turn.
A forest. All right. I'm gonna play Mana Crypt. For Villis, Broker of Blood.
And what does that do?
So it allows me to pay a black to pay 2 life. Target creature gets -1/-1 until end of turn. Whenever you lose life, draw that many cards. And then I don't think there's really any good attack moves here at the moment. Yeah, I think I'll pass.
Pass turn.
What?
I'm flooded.
You're
After not playing my land for turn.
Yeah.
I missed my land drop.
Okay. I guess I'll untap my cards, Blue Mage. I'm going to use Phyrexian Tower to sacrifice my Direfleet Hoarder. This is going to make a treasure, and it's going to make 2 black mana. I'm going to spend the 2 black mana in a colorless, and I'm going to attempt to cast Toxic Deluge. This is, as an additional cost to cast a spell, pay X life. All creatures get -X until end of turn. I'm going to pay 8 life. So, what do you think, Blake?
I have a response.
Me too.
You get to respond first.
Actually, she goes first if
Gina
we're
gets to
gonna do
respond
that.
I
first.
do not
Yep.
have a response.
Okay.
I think in response, I would like to sacrifice 2 pests and gain 2 life and ping everyone for 2 life.
To Dina?
To Dina, yes.
Okay. So we each take 2 and you gain 2?
Yes.
You wouldn't draw off this, right?
No, because she doesn't
No.
have the
When
black
you lose
mana.
this. Yep, that's fine. And then I will pay 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm gonna nin my young pyromancer to draw 2 cards.
You're gonna nin your young pyromancer.
Get ninned on.
You're gonna ping your young pyromancer.
I want to draw 2. It's dying anyway.
Okay. For 2. And 2, the cards is equal to the damage you dealt.
Yep.
Okay, and you use the Soul Ring. Okay, I get it.
Yeah, I just wanted to draw some cards.
All right, and I have to pay 8. Shea went up to 40 and pinged us all for 2, so I feel the need to pay her back. So I'm gonna attack Shea for 4.
Okay.
No
Actually,
hiss?
I'm gonna attack Shea for 2, and I'm gonna leave 1 back. There's a Lightning Greaves on the battlefield.
Fair.
So 2 for Shea to bring it back down to Earth over here.
No blocks.
I also just paid 8 freaking life.
Yeah, you did.
And then I will.
Appreciate you, pal.
Thank you. Finally. Feels good, man. You're gonna cast everybody's favorite card right now. I'm gonna cast
Oh.
Fable of the Mirror Breaker.
Oh,
In standard, this is everywhere.
it
so
is everywhere.
Probably don't even need to read it on this channel. Chapter 1, we're gonna make a Goblin Shaman. Just another token. Don't mind me. I'll search for that. Then I'm going to cast my Commander. This has the end step effect that when you play a card from the end step effect is at the beginning of your end step, exile top card until your next turn you may play it. And whenever I play a card from exile, I make a treasure token. So, mate, does my Commander resolve?
You know what? Your Toxic Deluge was very helpful.
I tried to do right by the table, man.
That's fine.
I'm just a man of the people over here.
Okay.
All right. I moved my end step. I'm going to exile to prosper. Where should be like the exile zone for this deck?
Good question.
The command zone area?
Like
probably?
near the command zone? Maybe
Yeah.
like right here will be like, I'll just symbolize it somehow that this is my exile zone. So I exiled Unexpected Windfall, and I have until the end of my next turn to play that sweet, beautiful card. Your turn, Gene.
Okay. I'm going to tap a Plains for Esper Sentinel. 1 damage, everybody.
Ah.
Them tremors, yo.
Whoa.
He tried on the boots and he liked them.
Oh, man.
Assemble the Legion. At the beginning of my upkeep, I can put a muster counter on Assemble the Legion, and then I can create a 1/1 red and white soldier creature token with haste for every counter that is on Assemble the Legion.
Yeah, with impact tremors, we're going to die to that.
Yeah, like we are gonna die to that.
Yeah.
So I will counterspell it.
All right, pay the Esper Sentinel tax.
I can't.
Oh, she even gets to draw a
wait.
card.
Thanks. Oh, hey, I don't think I played a land on this turn. Land. Animal Sanctuary.
I think we need to
Actually.
roll minimum number of removal spells in a deck.
Of course you would say that. You're
I
trying
have
to...
like creature removal.
I just swept the board.
No, you're not involved in that.
Blake, I am gonna hit you for 1.
That's fair.
Okay, untap. Then on my upkeep, Mana Crypt trigger. Evens. I take damage.
Bold choice. Nice.
Huzzah! 6 for Bolus's Citadel.
Wow. And you have 37 life?
Yeah.
There is an Esper Sentinel trigger.
Did you?
Yes. What is it? Pay 1?
Yeah.
Okay, I will pay the 1.
All right, with that trigger resolved, I will again attempt to be the hero that the table requires.
Thanks, buddy.
All right, I'm going to
Appreciate
sacrifice 4 treasures, and I'm going to cast Unexpected Windfall. I'm going to discard Disciple of the Vault. This is being cast from exile, so it's going to make another treasure. And then I'm going to draw 2 cards and make 2 treasures. And I had to do it there, because if I went down to 3, I wouldn't be able to cast the Unexpected Windfall. So I had to use that spot. I'm going to sacrifice 2 treasures. I'm going to cast Tybalt's Trickery, targeting Bolus's Citadel.
Nice.
So I'm countering the Citadel. Then we're going to choose the number 1, 2, or 3 at random. Its controller mills that many cards. Then exile cards from the top of your library until you exile a non-land card with a different name from that spell. You may cast that card without paying its mana cost. So I don't know what you might hit that's better, but I've already seen some of the stuff in your deck.
You could hit something.
It could hit something better. Yes. So this is a little chaos, but that's what we're doing. We're targeting that with Tybalt's Trickery because I don't think it can be worse.
No. 1 through 1, 2, 3 is, and then 4, 5, 6 are also 1, 2, 3. Sound good?
Yeah. Yep.
6. So you mill 3.
Okay. Just to clarify, that was in response to this
Yeah, it's
entering.
countering it.
Okay, entering the battlefield. Okay, so we'll mill 3. Oh.
Oh.
Archive.
Oh my god.
Order.
Oh my gosh.
And Pitiless
So
Plunder.
those go to the bin,
Okay.
and now you start exiling until you get a non-land. That's a land.
Putrefy.
There's my removal.
There it is. Oh, that hits artifacts. There you go.
Okay, well, you're going to get to cast that for free, and I have a
Yeah.
feeling you're going to pick off something that
She targets my soul
Mine.
ring. I just get up and leave.
Yeah, I will target your commander.
All right, to the command zone.
Okay, so bye Bolus's Citadel.
That was really good for us, Gina. That whole thing.
I am going to tap a green for an Essence Warden. Whenever another creature
Oh.
comes into play, you gain 1 life.
All set?
I will pass the turn.
All right. I'm going to play Baral, Chief of Compliance. A 1/3 instant sorcery spells cost 1 less to cast. Whenever a spell or ability you control counters a spell, I may loot.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
I'm passing to
Eat
you
that card.
again.
All right, Chapter 2 of Fable of the Mirror Breaker triggers. Oh, by the way, this entered the battlefield. Did you gain a life?
Gain a life.
Thank you.
Chapter 2, Fable of the Mirror Breaker. I may discard up to 2 cards, and I may drop that many cards. I will discard a Rakdos Signet and draw a card. Move to combat. I will send a Giant Construct and a Goblin Shaman at Gina.
Okay, for how much?
So this attacks and creates a treasure token. And then it's 1, 2, plus the number of artifacts I control. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10. It's an interesting card I get to play. I'm going to attempt to cast Fatal Grudge. This is a sorcery. As an additional cost to cast this spell, I sacrifice a non-land permanent. Each opponent chooses a permanent they control that shares a type with the sacrificed permanent and sacrifices it, and I draw a card. I'm sacrificing my Goblin Shaman. So if this resolves, everybody will sacrifice a creature.
Esper Sentinel trigger.
I will pay the 1.
I will respond. I'm gonna draw a card with. If you guys don't have a response,
No response from me.
and draw a card with Think Twice, and then draw another card with Think Twice while I have the mana reduction. Okay, that's all I got.
Okay. Everybody all my opponents sacrifice a creature, and I draw a card. All right, I'm going to try to cast my commander. All right, I'll use 1 more treasure and cast Lightning Greaves. Equip Prosper. Smile. Okay, I'm going to move to end step, exile top card. I have until the end of the next turn to play it. It's the Hideaway, the red Hideaway land. Spine Rock Null. Your turn.
All right, I'm gonna tap these for Aura Shards.
Okay.
Does that resolve?
Oh yeah.
Why don't you read that one for the fans?
Whenever a creature comes into play under my control, I may destroy a target artifact or enchantment. My next trick, I guess,
Oh.
would be to play a welcoming vampire. It flies, and whenever one or more other creatures with power 2 or less enter the battlefield under my control, I can draw a card once a turn.
Whoa.
Okay.
If this is fine,
Yeah.
I will.
Well, you get an
lightning
Aura Charge
breeze.
trigger
Yeah, you have 2 triggers before it's
and an
on the
impact
battlefield.
travels.
Okay, then before I do anything with it, so 1 damage to each opponent, and now I can destroy a target artifact or enchantment. I'm not as scared of the soul rings.
Well, good. I really needed mine.
Okay, I will go after the one that is not tapped.
All right. Construct down.
And now I will equip Lightning Greaves to this welcoming vampire.
Welcome.
Hi.
And you don't have anything that flies, do you?
I don't. You sure you want to leave yourself wide open? Last time you took 10 for it.
I will let it pass this time.
Reasonable.
I like the evil that goes.
Just letting you know, I'm holding something over your head as it flies.
Yeah.
Hey, Shay,
Hey.
how about you play something awesome?
Oh, thank you. That's the nicest way anybody has ever
I know,
passed the
that's
turn to
adorable.
me.
That's very sweet.
Oh my god.
I'm like, go ahead, CGB. And she's like, go
Pass the
do
turn.
something cool.
So encouraging. Okay, I will, Gina. But first, on my upkeep, I have a Mana Crypt trigger.
Evens, you don't take damage. Same as last time. You feeling lucky?
That's what I'm going with. Evens, no damage.
Let it ride.
Yeah.
These dice are broken.
Okay, now I'll draw. Urborg.
Everything's a swamp?
Everything's-
Sweet.
That's pretty good.
That's
Oh,
kind of neat.
That's so good.
All right, I was having some issues. Nice.
Yeah, tapping 9 to cast Beledros. Witherbloom.
It resolves, it's fine.
Oh, no.
Cool.
I've given up on controlling the game anymore. People get mad when I target them, they play scary stuff, I'm off it.
You've
Imagine
given up
reading-
control.
He's given up control. Is this character development or is this the
This is
undoing?
character deterioration.
Oh my.
I'll keep it mild. See, I'm not so scary. I'm just gonna pass the turn.
See, you chose to keep it mild.
I see.
That's gotta die now. You can't say that.
On your upkeep,
Yeah,
I'm gonna make a
your-
paste.
You keep saying it like that. You won't be pesting for long.
Pesty besties, baby. You know what they say.
Oh.
Oh, come on. That's cute.
That was cute. That was cute.
Pesty besties is the best way to call them.
Yep. I will play a Teferi's Aegis Insight.
Wow.
Whenever I draw a card, I draw 2 instead, and then I will pass the turn.
Okay.
On your upkeep, I'm gonna make a paste.
Yep. All right, Chapter 3, Fable of the Mirror Breaker. I'm going to transform this into Reflection of Kiki-Jiki.
That is a problem creature, by the way, guys.
For 1 and a tap, create a token that's a copy of another target non-legendary creature you control, except it has haste. Sacrifice it at the beginning of the next end step. I'm going to, from exile, play my Spine Rock Null. Prosper does say whenever you play a card from exile, create a treasure, so that includes the land. And I'm going to hide away 4, so I look at my top 4. And then I may play the exile card without paying its mana cost if an opponent was dealt 7 or more damage this turn. It's kind of an exciting one because I don't have to deal the damage. Okay, I have selected my card. So I'm going to cast Onicult Anvil. And this is whenever 1 or more artifacts I control leave the battlefield during my turn, I make a 1/1 colorless construct artifact creature token. This ability only triggers once each turn. And then I can tap it to sacrifice and this anvil deals 1 damage to each opponent and I gain 1 life. And sacrifice any artifact to do that. So this is the 1/1 construct actually for the anvil, and I was using it for freaking Urza's thing. Oh, you know what? We're going to use the shark tokens. Who cares?
Yeah,
They
Who cares?
are the greatest.
They're pretty cool.
Everybody knows that, so it's fine. All right, I'm going to try to move Lightning Greaves to the Reflection of Kiki-Jiki to give it haste. I'm going to activate Reflection of Kiki-Jiki to make a copy of the Star token that will have haste. I don't know what I'm more like paranoid about. The Teferi's Ageless Insight.
I am so not a threat.
The Beledros Witherbloom. The Aura Shards. Like, everything's a problem. So I'm going to send one at Gina and one at Blake.
How big are they?
They're 8/8s. Oh, 9 9/9s.
Yeah, no blocks.
Okay, I'm going to move to end step. I have 2 triggers. One of the tokens is the copied token is going to die. This is going to trigger the Oni Call Anvil, because it says whenever an artifact leaves the battlefield during my turn, I make a 1/1. So here's the 1/1, not all to be confused with the 9/9 from a minute ago. And Prosper is going to exile my top card. And it is a mountain, and I can play that come my next turn. And I'm done.
All right, I'm going to tap 5 to bring back Jinnie Faye. And if that resolves, 1 damage to each opponent.
Okay.
Yes.
I will use Aura Shards to target Lightning Greaves.
All right, Lightning Greaves down.
And Jinnie Faye is too big to trigger the card draw, which is a shame. But I am going to attempt to equip her with boots. And with that, I will pass the turn.
All right, you mean, Shea, play something great.
That's the only pass the turn I will accept from now on. Okay, untap on my upkeep. We've got a Mana Crypt trigger. Am I crazy? Do I just stick with evens? Okay,
You got this.
we're doing it. Evens.
Come on.
I take damage.
One time, let's go.
Right.
Yes! There you go.
That was odd.
You dodged it again.
You did it.
Yes.
You did it.
Yay!
At this point now, I'm rooting for Shea to never lose life.
Is
to
this the
it.
first time
She's
this has
at
happened?
36. Let her lose some life.
Yeah, but she
She's
hasn't done
gonna
it
kill
yet.
you.
Yeah, that's
All
fine.
right.
I've been killed by Shea a lot. It's fine.
It's fine. We've been here before.
Just another day in the life, baby.
A forest. All right, time to try and do some things. 1, 2, 3, 4 for Golgari Find Broker. When Golgari Find Broker enters the battlefield, return target permanent card from your graveyard to your hand.
Okay, gosh. Okay, I know she has a Citadel. I think she has that demon down there too.
I know. I hate everything.
Do I have to
will
declare?
respond.
Oh, okay.
No, it's when it enters the battlefield.
Okay.
I will begin.
You know he's gonna draw some cards. You
Well,
know-
I
you know
need to
he's
see
gonna-
some answers. I'm going to draw 4 cards with Commander's Insight.
Okay.
These cards suck. Can I have new ones?
No, you
Okay.
put them in your deck, you're stuck with them.
Okay. That's fine.
The demon's just so cool, you know?
Yeah.
That's what I'm
There
targeting.
shines a shiny demon.
Of the road. And he said,
So yes,
the best reward in the world. Your show.
yeah, so I grabbed Villas, Broker of Blood. That will go to hand. Yeah, we're going for it.
Put it on the back.
Oh
That is so
no.
funny.
Tap. Did you just drop a counterspell just casually?
Ever done that before?
Yes, attempting.
Oh, Shay.
I will counter the
Oh, Shay. Why you have to go and make things so complicated?
complicated.
I love it. It's perfect.
I will force of will your. That's why I didn't counter this, because I could just counter the thing she gets. So that's countered.
Going to combat. You have no creatures.
No. I spend all my mana every turn making sure you guys can't win the game.
I mean, he
So you
is
guys get to kill me
It's
in
gonna be a short
response.
game.
exceptionally open.
Yep.
I've got a 1/1 and a 1/4 Death Touch.
Any flying?
Keeping in mind that I'm
No
also
flying.
not a very big threat.
No flying.
Again. Keeping it mild for now.
Okay.
I'm going to send 4 in the air to CGB with my commander. And Blake, for you, 2 pests.
Fair enough.
Then I'll pass.
All right, I untapped. I am going to.
On your upkeep, I'll make a pest.
I love it. It's like she's holding priority.
Draw my card.
Feels good.
Play a Lava Glide Pathway. Just flooded past the turn.
No. Okay. End step. I am going to tap the Onicult Anvil, and I'm going to sacrifice one of my treasures. Each opponent loses 1 life, and I gain 1 life. All right, I'm going to play the Mountain from Prosper Exile, and this will make a treasure.
Yep.
I'm going to use Reliquary Tower and Mountain to cast Robber of the Rich.
Oh, okay.
Arena fans know this one, but it has Reach and Haste. What a combination.
You're not gonna like attack me. I'm at 14.
2 mana, 2/2. Whenever Robber of the Rich attacks, if defending player has more cards in hand than you, exile the top card of their library. During any turn you attacked with a rogue, you may cast that card, and you may spend mana as though it were mana of any color to cast a spell. Here's the thing. You have all the cards in your hand
As
I
you can
want to
tell,
play.
I have 1 card in hand.
You have all the cards in your deck that I want to play. Like, of course I want to hit a card draw spell off you. I have to attack you. But on the bright side, I don't have to go after you with a construct token this turn. So I'm going to move to attacks. Attacking the pest doesn't do anything, even though I think I should be fighting with Shea. I don't have a good way to fight with Shea.
Yeah, it's kind of hard.
So I am going to send Robber of the Rich at Blake, and I'm going to send the Giant Construct at Gina.
Trigger?
Yep, exile trigger. And it's an island, which I can't play off Robber of the Rich, so it just goes to exile.
I guess I take another 8.
All right, so you took 8, so I'm going to use Spine Rock Null, and I'm going to play the exiled card without paying its mana cost, since you took 7 or more damage.
Oh, man.
You guys ready?
Oh.
You guys ready?
Yep.
Zorn!
Oh, nice.
Zorn is a 3/2 elemental, and if I would create 1 or more treasure tokens, instead create those tokens plus an additional treasure token.
Yikers.
So it helps me make more and more and more treasures. I'm going to tap my anvil to sacrifice a treasure. This is going to deal 1 damage to each player, or you each lose 1 life, I gain 1 life, and it makes a second construct. I'm going to move to end step. I'm going to trigger Prosper, exile the card, and it is Riveteer's Requisitioner, a 3/1 that when it dies, I make a treasure. And I have until my next end step to play that. I'm done.
Guess I'm gonna pay 1 for a Soul Ring. That's cool. I'm gonna tap the Soul Ring, Plains, Forest, and my Vitsugazi to create a creature token, and I will create a 2/2 cat with haste.
Nice.
So
Then you get to draw a card? Oh, those are cute.
Actually, 3 triggers there.
So I have a lot of
Yeah.
triggers. First off, 1 damage to each opponent.
Ouch.
Boop.
I get to destroy a target artifact or enchantment. Well, I guess for future considerations, I will be targeting the Kiki Jiki with the Aura Shards.
Okay.
We'll respond.
Yep, I've got a response. I'm going to cast Malika Rebirth, targeting the reflection of Kiki Jiki. So this says choose target creature, you lose 2 life. Until the end of your next turn, that creature gains. When this creature dies, return it to the battlefield under its owner's control. It'll come back as a
As the
saga.
enchantment, yeah.
So it'll take another like 3 turns before it's back to being this.
Pretty good, though.
Okay.
So I'm going to target it. Does this resolve?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, no response from me.
Then I'm going to, before this dies, I'm also going to use the ability. And I'm going to make a copy of the construct. No, I'm going to copy a Robber of the Rich, because that has reach. So I pay the 2 life, and this goes to the graveyard. And then it returns to the battlefield as Fable of the Mirror Breaker again, which triggers on chapter 1. And I make a 2/2 Gabo Shaman that I had a 1-of token that's here somewhere. That enters the battlefield. Okay, proceed. We still have a draw trigger.
Yep, and now that all that's done, my 3rd trigger is I get to draw a card. I'm going to tap 2 for another enchantment. This one is Intangible Virtue. So now my creature tokens get +1/+1 and have Vigilance. So now I have a hasty Vigilant cat. Blake, you're not exactly the target I want right now.
Then you don't have to attack me. That's the great thing. I'm also the one trying to keep people in check,
Yeah.
keep in mind.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
true.
But you do what makes you happy, Gina.
Some people just feel like if they don't attack, they lost 3 damage somewhere.
I'm just worried I'm gonna just lose before I get another turn and not have attacked anyone. But I guess I will pass the turn then.
All right, my Robber of the Rich goes away.
Goodbye, Rob.
On
great.
my upkeep,
Piest.
I'm gonna make a pest.
Thank you.
I'm going to roll for Mana Crypt on my upkeep also before
Come
I,
on,
before
here
I
we
draw
go.
my card.
One. No times. No times.
Evens damage.
Dodged it again.
Oh, you just threw the dice away.
Yeah, that dice is
You
broken.
didn't want her to have my coin.
Okay, now I'll draw my card. I guess we're gonna tap for 1 for Llanowar Elves.
Sick. It's over. I concede.
It's over. Okay. I feel like we need Blake.
Yeah?
Because I don't know otherwise how we're gonna tackle your board state.
All that? You're worried about all that? So there's
And you should keep me around because I might be able to help a little bit here.
I was thinking that this is like the first time when I'm like, yay, Aura Shards!
Yeah, for real.
Yay! They all say that till it comes for them.
All right. Maybe this is me being, what'd you call it before? A table player?
Table gamer.
Table gamer?
Hero of the table.
I'm not doing anything too heroic aside from just not.
Killing CGB is always the heroic thing. Ask anyone.
I'll send 4 commander at you
Yeah, you got it.
in the air.
Yep, I got nothing for that.
Sweet. I'll keep my pest army as they are, and I'll pass the turn.
Cast a Thirst for Discovery. I'm going to draw 6 cards
Here he goes.
and discard a basic land. I will then cast a Radical Idea to draw 2. I will then flash back the Radical Idea, discarding a mountain to draw 2 more. Oh, there you go, Shea. That's for you. I played
Am I about
so
to be
vibey.
regretty spaghetti?
Sure.
Oh no.
For sure. We're going to play an island. I'm going to play a Double Vision.
Uh-huh. Copies everything, the first spell you cast each turn.
And then I'm going to play a Time Warp. It's going to copy, and I'm going to take 2 extra turns.
Yep.
Blake. Wait. How bad is it gonna be?
I mean,
That's
he'll
for-
probably win.
We'll see.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to go to my first of 2 extra turns.
Okay. Blake passes to Blake.
Perfect. It's my favorite player to pass to.
Make a pest.
I make
You're going to make a lot of passes.
2 pests.
Because I'm going to play a Mystic Sanctuary and put a Time Warp on top.
He's getting it back to take 2 more turns after this one.
Okay. Is this turn number 2?
This is turn number 1.
This is turn number 1.
He's got another one after this.
Got another one after this.
And he has Time Warp on top and Double Vision, so he has another 2 after that, potentially. Unless we can make him shuffle. If anybody has like a way to mill him
That'd
or
be
make
a
him shuffle, that would be
heartbreak.
useful.
If no one has anything to do, I'm going to tap 6 and play an Arcane Bombardment.
Uh-huh.
And that does?
Whenever I cast my first instant and sorcery spell each turn, exile an instant or sorcery spell at random from a graveyard, then copy each card exiled with Arcane Bombardment. You may cast any number of the copies without paying their mana cost.
I mean, if you can do something, Shea.
With the bombardment on the stack, I will tap 2 for an Assassin's Trophy, targeting Double Vision.
I'm going to cast Thirst for Meaning to draw 6 and discard 2 unless I discard an enchantment. I will discard these 2, and then I will Memory Lapse the Assassin's Trophy. So it goes on top of your deck. Oh, this also, hold on, I forgot one trigger.
Yeah.
So I get to trigger my Arcane Bombardment.
It's not on the battlefield yet.
Arcane Bombardment?
Correct. That's
Oh,
on the
you
stack.
did that in response? Oh, gotcha. Okay. Okay.
But
yeah.
you do trigger your Double Vision.
Yeah, so I get to draw 6 more.
Regretty spaghetti.
Yeah. Need to kill him.
I am sometimes a threat. Okay, so that resolves. Arcane Bombardment will go onto the battlefield. I will then move to my end step. I don't have infinite hand size, so I get to discard a ton of cards. Discard all of these cards. I will then move to my second extra turn. I mean, if I can't kill you guys in these 2 extra turns, technically,
I'll make another pest.
yep. I'm gonna play a Gutter Snipe. I will then play a Time Warp, copy with Double Vision. Everyone takes 2 damage.
Yep.
I'm going to
Random, you say?
random
Okay,
instant sorcery.
random instant or sorcery. Let's
for the help,
grab
buddy, old
all
pal.
these. It's not because I like you.
Oh.
There are a lot of duds here. There are a lot of duds.
There are.
All right. There's also a lot of just stone cold nutter butters. All right. I'll do this the fun way. I'm just gonna have you. Just gonna spike one off the top. Is that cool?
Cool.
All right.
Preferred.
You want to cut it, or can
Nope.
I just flip
Nope.
it? All right,
it's
ready?
all you. Up.
Thirst for Discovery. You
All
get
right.
a free Thirst for Discovery,
I will cast it.
and it will
Deal
not
2
trigger
damage.
the double vision
Nope.
because that only triggers once.
But it will deal 2 damage to everybody.
Yep, 2 damage.
Gonna draw 6 cards. I'll play my card for my land for turn, which happens to be a Reliquary Tower.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna just cast a Harmonic Prodigy, so this makes my Gutter Snipe trigger twice.
Uh-huh.
And then I'm gonna play a Thought Vessel and move to my. I have this turn that I'm untapping with, and then another turn after that.
Okay.
And I have to kill you guys then, or I will die.
And
Is
you
my
should
expectation.
and you should lose your control card if you actually don't pull this off.
I can't imagine, right?
Make another pest.
If I can't win here, I will give up my control card. All right, I am going to cast. Well, okay, well, this will do it because I'm going to cast a Mirari Conjecture to return an instant to my hand. Jitaxing Probe.
What? That's
Oh, that's a sorcery.
sorcery.
Oh yeah.
What?
duh.
Could you choose worse? Here, just take a
I just
thirst
want
or
something
an
cheap.
Insight or something.
I just want something cheap,
Frantic
that's all.
search, I guess, without
Oh,
making you
frantic
think
search.
too hard.
Come on. That's mean. And funny. Okay, then I will cast the Thirst for Meaning to draw 6. Everyone takes 4.
Trigger Arcane Bombardment.
Yep. I will trigger Arcane Bombardment.
So this copies from Double Vision,
Yep.
and it triggers Arcane.
Yep.
So how are you stacking?
I'm
And
going
there's 4
to
damage.
stack this on top, then I will trigger Bombardment, and then I will trigger Double.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yep.
And
Sorry.
I die.
So, ready? We're just going to spike this card.
Always.
And you're also going to get Thirst here, Thirst for
Yep.
Discovery. Okay. And then you have 2 Thirst for Meanings.
Yep.
I mean, you can't lose, right?
No.
But, all right, Chimera's Insight. Nothing.
I'm going to cast it, though, because I get to draw 1 card with it.
Oh, okay.
And deal 4 damage to everybody. So I'm going to then cast both of these.
Yep.
I will draw. I will draw 1 card, and then I will draw 6
No,
cards.
resolve one at
So
a time.
draw
man.
1
Come on.
card.
And we each take 4?
4. Then I will.
It's 2 cards, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Gotta do it right.
Yeah. And then I will cast a Thirst for Discovery to draw 6, and everyone takes 4.
And I'm out.
1, 2, 3,
He's drawing so many
5, 6. And then I will do my Thirst for Meaning.
I picture the mental damage of the card draw
2, 3,
hitting me in the brain.
4, 5, 6, and you take 4, Shea. And then I will just cast a Pull from Tomorrow for X equals 0. Lose a life just to deal you 4. And then I will go to my next turn, my final turn technically.
I'll make a pest.
Perfect. Mirari Conjecture will return Time Warp to my hand.
Oh, I can't find it.
Yeah. Nice. And then
Yep.
I'm just gonna cast Chemister's Insight. I will trigger Double Vision, then Arcane Bombardment. I'm gonna start by triggering Arcane Bombardment first, and then I will trigger the copy on Double Vision, and then
And you've got the Prodigy, so
Prodigy.
take 4.
take 4.
All right, your card is...
Oh! Frantic Surge.
No!
Yes!
All right.
Thank you!
So this is going to trigger 3 spells, so that's
Yeah.
take 12.
That's take
I think we can
We
shortcut
did it.
the rest of it. He was a skater boy. He said, "See you later, boy."
Blake.
He wasn't good
enough for
for Blake.
Oh my gosh. So I thought I was being a table gamer, and really I just led us
I
all
never
to
once said you
our
can't.
demise.
I was very careful about how I stated everything.
However, at one point you did say, "But I'm not a threat, though."
That was
Yeah,
like 3
you
turns
actually
ago.
did. No, that was last table cycle, buddy.
I wasn't a threat on board.
I think we've learned the drill. He's only
Yes.
done it 3 out of the last 4 weeks. I'm not a threat. This isn't going my way.
Yeah.
I can't control the game.
That's what I have
win.
to do. Spooky
Lesson
creatures.
officially learned.
That's fair.
Yep.
Never again, Blake.
Don't trust Blake.
Never
You
again.
can't. You can't trust me. You can trust me in a lot of things. In a game of Magic, not so much. All right, everybody, we have finished the game. This is where we go around in a circle and we talk about our favorite card, our card of the game, whatever we felt like did the most work. So I will start. I believe Time Warp did the most work this game. I took a ton of extra turns. It allowed me to kill everybody all at once, and I am officially, for myself, retiring extra turn cards for at least the next few games. So I've taken enough turns on the show, and so no more extra turns for Blake for a little bit. But this card was a blast with Arcane Bombardment.
I still do love the original.
Oh,
like
so
like
pretty.
the straight back to Tempest time
So
warp. Back when we were like, man, 5 mana is so much for
Yeah,
this
yeah.
effect.
Time Walk was just so much better.
All right. I'm going to go with Urza Saga and my 2 construct
Yeah.
rows who came along. They did a lot of work in the game, actually hung out, dealt a lot of damage, got copied a few times, were very large because of all the treasures and the artifact stuff that my deck does. So I wasn't really sure, if Urza Saga was a card you should just slot in, but it ended up accounting for a ton of damage and a ton of mana. So card of the game for me, Urza Saga. It tried to bring it home.
This deck was super cool.
It was getting there.
It was
I
cool.
ran out of gas a little bit near the end, but I got to do a lot of cool things.
Yeah, for sure. Gina, what was your card of the game?
Well, this was a struggle for me today. This is the worst my deck has ever done.
Yeah,
I made a single cat. I didn't even make a dog, so I'm at least going to show you this is what my dog would have
So
looked like
cute.
if I had gotten to make one.
So cute.
So I guess my card of the game, I have to give it to Aura Shards because it was the only way I could really have an impact on the game and what was going on. And I got to do a little bit of stuff with it.
Yeah, it's a super cool card. Jinnie Faye, I've seen you play this deck a few times. Deck's really cool. Didn't quite do what it always does, but it's a really awesome deck. So
Probably take out your Ageless Insight next time. Thor
yes,
Shard.
oh, that's fair. Yeah, that's fair. And then Shea, what was your card of the game?
Yeah, so I picked my commander, Beledros Witherbloom. I got to make so many pests.
You did. You were a real pest about it, actually.
Yes, I really was. And an honorary pest I also
Of course,
brought out.
card of the game.
This is
The leader pest.
yes, the leader
Of
pest,
course.
Terry, as I know him.
Not Perry the pest. Okay, Terry.
Yeah, Terry, scary Terry.
Terrence did great.
Blake and I were kind of getting close to if you had your Meat Hook Massacre.
Oh, yeah.
I was kind of hoping you would pull.
I was
Meat Hook
kind of,
Massacre at the end.
honestly, I would have been pretty happy with it. It would have been cool.
Yeah, that
You would
one
have
was
countered it, quiet.
Anymore. That's such
You gotta own it, man.
the devil. I am
Just
the
gotta own
devil.
it, baby. There you go. There you
All
go.
right. Well, that was the show for this week. Thanks so much for watching till the end. Make sure to leave a comment dedicated towards the person who won the game so that you can potentially get a $50 gift card to coolstuffing.com. If you get that, make sure you check your comment a week or two after so that you know if you won, because people haven't been doing that. So I highly recommend you check that. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure when you go to Cool Stuff Inc., you go use CGB5, the code, because that lets you know that we sent you. Take care, everybody.
You're cool.